We all start somewhere. Maybe with an Invicta, then a year later we're hundreds of pounds, thousands of pounds down the rabbit hole. But what if you can have a whole collection for the price of that Invicta? Can I fill my 6-slot watch box for the price of a Quartz Pro Diver? 50 quid? Let's see. So for this price, all the watches we're looking at are quartz. I'm ruling out mechanical watches, as they're not great sub 50 quid. You can get some real stinkers. So I'm also doing a separate collection for digital watches, which is going to come in at 25 quid for 6 probably. Let's see what happens with that one. And these are all watches that I've actually bought with my own money, and I actually wear, and I like. I've got these all on AliExpress, and the price includes delivery and taxes. So let's see what I've actually managed to get in my watch box for my 50 quid. Here they are. 6 watches under 50 quid. On my quest for cheap watches, I started out with some £2 watches of AliExpress, which were absolute garbage. So as with these, I've actually upped the price a little bit, and what I've found with these is just a few quid more, you can actually get some nice watches. And they're never going to be top quality. They're not luxury watches, but they are perfectly wearable, nice watches. To start with, I went for the Liege Submariner. It's a quartz watch in the blue. Now, the actual bracelet is folded, but it's not solid steel, but it actually does look like it. The folds are very, very well hidden, and I really liked it in the blue. It's got a lovely dial. It was much better than the Mabo, which I got for 2 quid, which was really bad. The actual bracelet on that was the worst bit. This felt like a toy, and it was absolute trash. There's no way I would recommend that watch to anyone. But it's amazing what you can get for a few quid more. If you look at it in the green, I've also got the Liege in the green. I liked it so much, I actually got 3 of them. And they cost me around about £19 for 3 of these. You can put them on some different straps as I've done, or you could just go with the original bracelets. But here, as you can see, I've got the 3 Liege Submariners. So you've got a different choice. You can wear the black, you can wear the green, or you can wear the blue, depending on what the mood takes you. And you can have them on different straps. The black strap I got free with a Pagani watch. The green strap cost me about £3.50 on AliExpress. Gives you some wonderful options for not much money. Again, about £19 for the 3. Absolute steal. And these watches, they're not perfect. High polished alloy cases. The movement's a little on the cheap side, but it works. It's nice. The dial looks good, the bezel looks good. The bracelet looks good, even if it is a slightly different colour to the main case of the watch, as you can see here. But bear in mind, these watches are £6 or £7. Look, you can see where the folds in the bracelet are hidden there. Very well hidden. It doesn't look like a folded bracelet. So £6 or £7 for these, with a box, cleaning cloth, and a little tool for adjusting the bracelet. And it's got a press clasp. You can see better here with the folding little hidden away at the edges. It's a really nice watch for the money. Again, just bear in mind, you can get this on the specials, daily specials, £6 to £7 delivered, including taxes. The more you pay, the less it's worth it, but for £6, ridiculous. In the green, again, lovely, on the tropical strap. I really like it on that. I think that's my favourite of the 3. Absolutely love this on that strap. I've tried it on the orange tropical strap as well, but the green, just, I love it. I love the sort of matte rubber with the shiny dial. And the black, for a more classic look, you can put it on the black Bond style NATO. You've got options. And the great thing is, because I've got 8-inch wrist and the bracelet's slightly small, because take one of them off the bracelet, you've got extra links to put in it, you can make them big enough for a bigger wrist. Moving on from that, I got this Liege Tuner. This watch, again, ridiculously cheap. I got one of these ages ago for about 18 quid on the rubber strap. I hated the strap, ended up selling it. But I picked this one up for under 9 quid. The actual bracelet's wonderful. It's really comfortable. The Tiffany blue dial looks fantastic. When you're actually adjusting the watch, when you push the crown back in, it does get a little wobbly with the time. It's hard to set accurately, but that's about my biggest gripe with it. Other than that, it's fantastic. When I bought it for 18 quid on the rubber strap, which was far too thick, long and just naff, didn't like it at all, but on this engineer's bracelet, it's a fantastic watch for under 9 quid. Looks amazing on, super comfortable to wear, weighs about 130 grams. It's got a cheap clasp, but it does the trick. And it is solid pieces on this bracelet, they're not folded. The clasp again, it's pressed, but it works. No complaints for the price. 50 metres of water resistance. I'm not going to be going swimming in it anytime soon, but even if I did, if it got ruined, it's under a tenner. Absolutely love the look of that dial with the black bezel. And a bit of a different style watch compared to the Submariners. Really, really nice option. I think that might be the favourite of the lot. I've worn this quite a few times. Really, really nice watch. There it is on. Again, 8-inch wrist. I quite like that. It really does feel good on. Very comfortable to wear. Out of all of those, that's the one that I really like wearing the most. And again, it's not a luxury watch. It's never going to compete with Seiko's, but it was under a tenner in the daily deals on AliExpress, including taxes. So moving on, another Foxbox or Liege. They seem to sell them under Liege, but they're called Foxbox as it is on the tuner. And this one got for around about £7. I didn't like the strap it came on. It was very similar to one that the old tuner came on, the big thick rubber one. But this is a Willard, and as you can see here, this is comparing it to my Addies Dive Willard. And they're not as good. This Foxbox is definitely not as good. The Addies Dive is far better, but this is also a tenth of the price, which is a big thing. It really is a big thing, the price on these. And look how similar it is, considering the Addies Dive is an absolute steal at 60-ish. This is about 6 quid. You get a really nice dial for your money. I've gone for the brown colour, which is one of the more unusual choices in the range, but I kind of liked it. And on this croc style strap, it's much better than the original strap for me. Just a nice little different option for your collection for around about 6 quid. Again, that's delivered from China, including taxes. For that price, it's incredible. The strap's one I just had in my collection. I bought it for a £5 for ages ago, and it really enhances the watch. I love that dial. That's the best bit of it. The bezel's slightly wobbly, and again the movement not the best, but hey ho. They're about 6 quid. Really nice looking watch, and it's nice to wear. Very comfortable. Which brings us to the final of the 6, the Benya. I like my Paganis. I've never gone for these because they don't review that well, but for this one I got, again in the daily deals, about 12 quid, so it's the most expensive watch in here, but it's the most interesting in a lot of ways. It's got an amazingly interesting dial, and you can see how nice that domed crystal looks. It's got a nice strap on it, really nice colour to the case. The chronograph works. It doesn't align 100%, you can see on there, just slightly off alignment, but that's about the only thing I can say wrong with it. The dial's really nice, the bezel is really nice, and I like the distortion that the crystal gives you. It's a nice watch to wear, very comfortable. The strap for the money, it does say Benya in massive letters right across it, which could do without in my opinion, but it's not a bad strap at all. It's nice, it's comfortable. It's a really nice looking watch, and again something a little bit different to the others in that collection. So it is dive watch heavy, because I like my dive watches. These are all watches I bought, so they're going to be ones I like, and I have worn them all, and I like wearing them all. Look at this, look how that dial looks. It's just a gorgeous dial, and I like the exposed date wheel. Gives some interest to it. You can see the chronograph works there. It never quite aligns when you put it back to normal, but it does all work, which is better than some of the £2 watches that just have a fake chronograph on them. At least this one has a proper one that does work. It's generally a nice looking watch, I really like it. Interesting looking. And again, for the price, £12, including taxes delivered. That's what makes this watch so good. So there we are, under £50 for all 6 of these. It came in at about £45. For that money, it's a steal. £46.12 in total. £46.12 for 6 watches. A few quid extra on a strap if you want. So it was £12.19 for the Benyar, £6.77 for the Willard, £8.65 for the Tuner, and the Lieges, the Submariners, £7.15 for one of them and £5.68 for the other 2. You've just got to scour the daily deals to find them on AliExpress. It's the future. If you want something cheap. Now, whether you should buy 6 watches that are cheap or just spend the £50 on a Pagani or an Invicta and have a better watch to show for it than just the one, that's probably what I'd do, to be honest. But if you want some variety and you like the idea of choosing, £50 for 6 watches. There you go.